their bye.
Huh?
They're hot coming off their bye.
Oh, yeah, burning hot. Right into that 0 into the win column.
Finte coming from QBU.
Anyways, Bengals, Redskins, Jets, Dolphins.
I got Bengals, Redskins, Dolphins, Jets. Dolphins are still trying to lose. They just happen to face the Jets. Yeah.
Well, no, Brian Flores is he's trying to win with a tanking management. That to me shows he needs to stay around. Imagine what he can do
you
with
should
talent.
fire him. It's not his fault that they're doing
Some people have
this
been
around
calling
him.
for his head.
Well, you know what? Everybody always wants. The negativity in football has gotten ridiculous. Let's be real here. Come on. Like, every time something doesn't go right does not mean to fire everybody. Get rid of players everywhere.
Yeah,
you have to
true.
have legitimate reasons. You guys need to do your research or listen to these shows and what they're actually saying. Just stop making stuff up just because that's what you don't like. There's plenty of information out there NFL wide to actually learn, and people that want to teach you so that you don't have to be hateful and negative about your team and everybody else. And it's football, man. We can discuss it and all this stuff and break it down no matter what team and still be nitpicky and negative and not have to be hate mongers. That's what this is all about.
Hate monger. My next
28 to 25 that it would
Yep.
be.
So I've got the Falcons starting off at 28, not getting any better. I understand Arthur Blank wants to go ahead and be nice and let Dan Quinn finish the season, fire him, get him out. It's nothing's going to change. Make the best of it and keep a high draft pick. Really, that's all they need to do right now and try and land some top-tier talent. Then I got the Giants at 27. I got the Bucks at 26. And then I got the Browns at 25.
Oof.
I got 28 to 25. Falcons, Browns, Bucks, Bears.
Did you say the Bears?
Bears, Falcons,
Woo!
Browns, Bucks, Bears.
That's right. The Bears have fallen.
Free falling, man. Come on, they are looking terrible both offensively and defensively, and they lost Goldman on Sunday too. That's
Goldman and Hicks are now out.
Yeah, that's not good, man.
So, all right. So, what number are we on? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and slap the Bears there. I'm gonna put the Cardinals above them. Does that surprise you at all? The Cardinals above the Bears? Okay.
No.
At least they look at least like they have a plan.
Yeah, and I'll definitely give them that. I mean, I really feel like they can put something together if they can just get a couple more pieces around them. So, yeah, I'll slap the Bears at 24, Cardinals above the Bears. The Broncos I'm going to put right above the Cardinals because Brandon Allen came out of nowhere and looks good. I really think the Broncos could steal some wins late in the season along the stretch because no one has any tape on Brandon Allen. That's why.
Well, to continue what we talked about on Sunday, QBs making their first start this season are now 9-0 against the spread.
Yep. Jay, what do you got?
24 to 21, I have the Cardinals, Giants, Broncos, Titans.
Yeah, you got basically the same thing as me, just rearranged. Oh, excuse me, folks.
It's
well,
like
it's not like let's be real, Dave. We might like people might think like we hate each other the way we all act and stuff, but it's like we're not that no. There's a reason why we do this shit together, the three of us.
Dylan, look at his hair. It's glistening in the light.
I got a beard. Look at this baby. It's starting to come in.
I know. I almost thought that you had. I don't even want to say it.
Okay.
Brush my Aryan locks.
Let's keep
All
going
right.
here. 20
Number
to
20.
17.
Number 20, I'm putting the Lions. I think they have a really good offense, but their defense is atrocious. I feel like Matt Patricia is a joke. I feel like he was a farce coming out of New England. Bob Quinn made the wrong moves in the offseason, and now it's showing. You overpaid for Trey Flowers to be a pass rusher. He's not. Or a premier pass rusher. He's not. You drafted Talani, what is his name? Talani Tavai or whatever in the second round when he should have been a fourth or fifth. It's showing. All these wrong moves are showing now in this season, and it's costing Stafford one of his best seasons. At 19, I got Jaguars. I don't know. I got to see Nick Foles step it up a little bit. If he can get some wins there, definitely going to be climbing back up. I've got the Steelers at 18, and then I've got the Chargers at 17. I feel like the Chargers beating Packers and Bears back to back. I feel like it's going to be a string of wins. People are getting healthy. They went 19 players on injured reserve the week before Packers to 7 guys. So they're getting healthy, and Derwin James is getting close to returning. So don't sleep on the fact that Chargers could be climbing a little more.
Team is good when they're healthy.
Okay, 20-17. I've got the Jaguars at 20. 19 is the Lions. 18 the Steelers. 17 is the Raiders.
I've got the Raiders at 16. I feel like their win over Detroit has gotten them back up to 500 in a good way. I feel like Gruden, and everyone, you know what, folks? Everyone gave Gruden crap last year. I was one of the few on this hill, and I'll still be on it. Gruden, I told people in 2 to 3 years this guy would be having a team ready to contend, and he just needs a couple more pieces. His defense, unfortunately, lost Abrams in the offseason. I feel like another solid wide receiver outside of Tyrell Williams on the outside to complement Waller and Jacobs and Williams together.
They lost Perfect.
Yeah, Perfect is just a criminal anyways.
A piece they were depending on in the middle of the field.
Yeah, they're still winning without him. Perfect just got suspended again, guys, just to let you know. I'm going to go ahead and put the Colts at 15. I got them as a big drop. The Brissett, even if he's injured and playing, I'm worried a little bit because Brissett was backup plan to Andrew Luck. And if he goes down, Brian Hoyer ain't going to cut it. So the running game isn't going to carry that team. Adam Vinatieri shanked that kick so hard Sunday, it's still going left. Like, it literally is boomeranging itself through midair out in space.
I mean, there has to be another former New England Patriot quarterback that the Colts can turn to save their season.
Oh. But then I got the Panthers at 14, Packers nemesis this week. Feel like they're climbing, man. They look good. CMC is a superstar. Kyle Allen, 5-1. Defense looks studly. I have no qualms about Panthers keeping the climb. 13 is the Bills. I got the Bills. I feel like I don't know. I feel like Josh Allen's not showing us the full potential he has. I really feel like Josh Allen can really unlock some extra stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's had a 300-yard performance yet.
Nope.
Cole Beasley's a nice safety net. John Brown can get over the top. I think their play-action game should be better than it is, but just comes down to putting the ball in the breadbasket.
When you have Devin Singletary and then the true OG Gore that's still producing, I mean, you also don't need to put up a 300-yard performance. So I feel like I need to see it from him.
Shout out to your boy Dawson Knox.
16-13 for me. 16 is the Panthers. 15 the Colts. 14 the Bills. 13 the Vikings.
Vikings down to 13.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Kirk Cousins is not. He's showing you that he's not. Yeah, he's not. Yeah. I have more confidence in other teams ahead of them, way more confidence in teams ahead of them based on what I've seen and what I'm confident in their quarterbacks doing compared to what I've seen and how it's affecting his defense and his entire team. What he did those last 4 weeks everybody's raving about was not sustainable because if you look at it, those were all against teams with losing records. It's what he does. I keep trying to tell people what he is. And so until that defense does something again to carry them and they start really showing they're going to commit to the run game and keeping him to 24 passes or less, I don't really have a lot of confidence in that team right now.
At my 12th spot, I have the Rams. I feel like
they were in a bye.
I get it, but the thing is, they still, I don't know. I don't have the same feeling about this Rams team that they had the year before. Like Gurley's clearly on
a little bit, Dave, because I felt like
Gurley's
everybody
clearly
that
on
was
a
in my
snap
top
count, man.
10 on a bye was not moving.
Well, you know what? I'm going to put over them teams who are winning right now. The Rams, I'm going to go ahead and put them at. Oh, I'm sorry. The Rams are at 12. Sorry about that. I'm going to put the Eagles at 11. I'm sorry about that, folks. Eagles are at 11. I think they take a big jump. I think that they are finally getting healthy in the secondary. Maddox and Mills.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans, America's largest mortgage lender. Let's talk credit card debt for a minute. If you feel you're carrying too much of it, you're not alone. The average household in the U.S. carries over $8,000 in credit card debt. Ready for some good news? With a cash-out refinance from Quicken Loans, you can quickly and easily put some of the equity in your home to good use.
Go ahead, guys. So we were at.
I was doing my 12 to 9 list off. I had the Rams at 12. I had the Eagles at 11. I'm going at number 10, the Vikings. I feel like they dropped even more. I didn't want to drop them out of the top 10 because I still got Dalvin Cook, still got Diggs, the defense. Yeah, Cousins is their Achilles heel, but you don't know which Cousins you're getting which day, so we're going to leave them there just for the time being. I mean, he was Mr. October. He was doing really well. There was lesser talent he was playing against, and then all of a sudden, boom, 5-3 Matt Moore hit, and he came rounding down to astonishment. Number 9, the Cowboys. I feel like they haven't played anybody legitimate, and when they do, they lose. I feel like, I mean, like there was a meme I saw earlier with Dak Prescott's head on Dave Chappelle's meme that says, "You got any more than 2-6 teams?" Because that's what he thrives off of. Once you put a positive winning record team in front of him, he collapses.
I mean, he did beat the Eagles, so I don't know. I can't say much about that.
Injured. Y'all had Craig James playing.
So you're just doing 12 and 11, right? Because we're doing then
12. I did 12 through 9.
Okay, well, we're gonna stop you there.
I know.
So 12
that's what I was
and
stopping
11. I've got the Chargers at 12, the Texans at 11. For my outside the top 10 teams, Chargers obviously are on an uptick. The Texans, you know, who knows really? They're kind of up and down, but they're still, they're still solid. They're 6-3. But yeah, I will get right back to my top 10 here in just a second. Because now it's time, Dave, for the top 10. It's 10-6. So I'll catch up with you. Cracking the top 10 this week is Dillon's Eagles.
Woo!
And the Cowboys at number 9.
We agree there.
The Rams and the Chiefs do not move. The Chiefs actually won this week, so they stay pat. But the Rams are on a bye, so they are at 8. The Chiefs are still at 7. And then at number 6, for just outside the top 5, is our beloved Packers, Dave. Falling out of the top 5 this week. But just outside, one spot. Just a couple spots down. They were 4 last week, so just a little fall, not a little bit. They'll be able to climb right back up there, but I couldn't argue against the other teams I had in my top 5 based on last week's performance, and that's how I said I was basing mine, was week-to-week performance and how I felt those teams going, out of that week each week. The first time was based on the overall 8 weeks, right? My first power ranking. I was very clear last week, and if you weren't understood by that, then I'm moving it. It's a week-to-week thing with me based on how I view those teams. And I'm a nerd, so I'm watching every game. Dave got his Game Pass. I always love him for that because I can nerd out all the time. It's making me very grumpy sometimes because I'm lacking sleep, but I love it. That gives me the ability to be actually